Confetti Club, it is Pixie, and I am back in school for the last time ever, which is really sad. I already am like missing walking through the hallway and having my little space in school. I'm here today at the fresh start of 2021 to just dish all of the details about my debut graduating collection that I'm working on. I have shown more of this over on my Patreon, but I think now that it's 2021 and production is underway, I think it's finally time that I just go over it piece by piece and tell you guys what I'm working with. It's so kind of weird to try to determine what do I show you guys as my Pixie Locks of vlogging self, because I wanted to share this whole experience of going through fashion school with you, but I also want there to be some sort of like drum roll please unveil the curtain. I want there to be some suspense. So I guess this is just kind of unveiling the plan, the sketches, the technicals, the concept, the idea, and then hopefully that will entice you to stick around to see the full, finished, finally realized collection in like May, June this year, and I will be unveiling that via photo shoots, of course, that we are all doing in class, and I'm also going to be doing like a promotional hype music video fashion lookbook type thing. So look forward to that, but now let me just start with look one. So I'll give you guys a little overview here of what the collection looks like, I guess. All of us had to do 6 look collections, no more, no less. Our teacher has been telling us, you might want to leave the one you think might be either super difficult and take up a lot more of your time, or one that you could just kind of live without till the end. So I don't know, there is a possibility that some of us might have 5 out of 6 looks, but the goal is to have a 6 look collection. I'm straight up gonna go through and give you guys the presentation I did for my crit panel. So the title of my collection is Home Street Home, obviously a play on words with home sweet home. Streetwear and street fashion has been the main inspiring and driving force for just my interest in fashion my whole life, so I thought this was a cute little catchy punny title, and this is the kind of working logo for it. This may not be the finished logo, it might be, I don't know, it's pretty cozy. I will say these aren't necessarily in a particular order. I have them in a different order on my illustration board. I have them on a different order in my crit panel review. They would probably be a different order on a runway, and I might have them in a different order than that in my video promo, music video, looky book, fun video time thing. So, since we're not doing the classic runway this year, the order is kind of different because I feel like it looks better different ways. This first look I call the fence jumper. It is a sweet little kind of jumper skirt moment with this is like a faux bib underneath, so I'm not actually making a whole other shirt, but there's a sweet little gingham colored shirt underneath this dress with a couple darts, some contrast pocket lining. I love a contrast pocket lining. And the fun thing about this dress mostly is this simple little white picket fence border along the hem. And I think I'm gonna end up doing that with a Cricut or painting it on. The color, honestly, is still kind of debatable. I have here the first sketch versus the finished illustration that I passed in. But now when we select fabrics, honestly, like I could still go for a blue if that just happens to be what I source. I haven't sourced fabrics yet, so that will be exciting. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of retro influence here. This next look is really fun. Look number 2 is this Flower Power 2-piece set that is connected together on the waist with these rings. I'm trying to find or print or cast or make flower-shaped or heart-shaped rings to go in between the little croppy top and the pencil skirt. And this print as well is actually a print of mine that I made in Procreate, so I'm gonna get that printed, digitally on some fabric, and I'm really excited to see how this one looks. The way that this one fits into the home street home theme is actually because this was originally based on my shower curtain. Doing research, I found these cute little retro ring sets where it's a crop top and a bottom and they are connected with rings. And then I also just am so in love with my shower curtain. I call it my flower shower. I've had that shower curtain since I moved in. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. So the pattern itself that I'm going to be printing on the textiles was inspired by my shower curtain, and the rings are inspired by, you know, it just looks like a shower curtain ring. I might go extra camp. There might be some rubber ducks. I don't know. I don't want to take it straying too far, because I think when I started sketching out this collection, it was almost like each look was too much its own thing. Like the bathroom look was like bubbles and a rubber ducky and like the shower rings and all this, and it almost made it like too standalone, so I kind of had to rein things back. But yes, this is look number 2 and I'm excited about it. Look number 3! See, I told you the order doesn't mean anything. This is actually the one that I have the most progress on. You can see some progress right behind me, and the mock-up, it's just muslin, but the mock-up is here, it's beginning. This is going on my iconic friend Émylie. So this is 2 different garms. We have the crocheted cardigan, so no sewing there, but there's a sweet little gingham kind of summer dress underneath, super simple. I'm in the process of mocking that up right now, and yeah, I have a fitting with them on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll definitely check that, but things are already underway for this one. My original inspiration for this one, just honestly, I got excited about crochet. I love the idea of having knits in my line. I would love to produce some knits. It is difficult because you need to find like whole like weaving manufacturers and stuff, or I spend all my time doing it by hand very slowly. But since these are all one-of-a-kind pieces for this collection and stuff, I've been spending lots of very cozy hours on the couch crafting that cardigan, and the pink gingham just obviously has to be present or it is not a Pixie Locks production. This look is probably, I think this is my most like proud and most exciting one of the collection. Maybe the most unique. This look is a coat that is made to look like a house facade. So I have the front pockets here. I played around with lots and lots of different designs. I knew that I wanted a kind of super kitschy novelty coat that looked like a house. I had it in my brain and I was like, I want windows, or I want like a little garden box, and I want like shutters and blinds and brick, and I ended up with this design, which honestly I am so excited about. The little terracotta flower pocket pots are my babies, with this actually crocheted little stem that wiggles up onto these flowers. I just think that is such a cute detail and so happy. The collar here is a wide collar that I'm hoping to do a sort of scalloped motif on top of some sort of topical work to make that look a little bit like a roof of a house. And the back, I will include this sketch or something somewhere else. Sadly, this wasn't in my crit panel critique, which is lame because it's a very cool style point that the back of it has a big clear window, and I might do a garden box along the bottom, but that would be more kind of a topical afterward thing. I'm so excited about this. This is going to be modeled by my sweet friend Jenny. And yeah, I just can't wait to see this come to life. This is a little bit more of a daunting one to create, so we're going to pray for me. Okay, look number 5. This dress is the long one. I suppose I have 2 floor-length gowns, 1 more to come. I feel like in everyone's first fashion collection, you just want to have 1 long floor-length gown. I don't know. I know that length and fabric and volume doesn't necessarily make like a good design or a standout design, but just when you're a little baby dreaming of being a fashion designer, you see a big beautiful gown flowing down the runway. And so I did do a floor-length gown. I don't think this is going to be my very final finale piece. There's another one after that that is extra exciting, but this is just a bit more of a classic shape. I think I'm gonna do some piping along those seams on the bodice with the bustier and the cupping. So fun. And this is another textile that I am currently creating in Procreate. You can tell that it is a circular skirt because there's no gathers on the waist but lots of volume at the bottom, and because I really want that shape for this gown, I have to actually design the print in a circle. Whereas most other dresses with a border print, like in Lolita dresses and stuff, that's why there's all those gathers at the waist, is because it's done as a rectangle and then they just print a bunch of that fabric and go zoop. So I could have done that if I wanted a different shape, but I really wanted it to be this shape. So this might be one that gets left to the end, but we'll see. Also, really tragically, this model is from another province, and because of COVID stuff, she ended up having to cancel. So unfortunately, this is not the model that I will be actually having model this dress in the end. That's why whenever you see this in the final version, unfortunately, the model will not be the one that looks like this in the illustration. And my final look. This is for sure the finale piece, and this is another one that I knew I was gonna do pretty early on, like before I even started the year, when I knew I wanted to do a sort of kitschy, house-themed, very thematic collection. You know, a lot of my classmates, it's not so extremely like direct. The meaning is a lot more like metaphorical and kind of symbolic, whereas I'm like, mine's about houses, here's a window and a door, you know? And I mean, it's about being stuck in your house and, you know, you start to romanticize and idealize the simple things because we've been stuck here in quarantine and it's very sad and it's starting to, you know, just start, my mental health is starting to melt. So there's deepness underneath, but the soft fluffy top layer is that I like how candy colored houses look really nice when I drive by them, so I wanted to make it as close. None of that's making it into the video. Yes, okay, my final look. I'm amping it up so severely and have not even mentioned it. This is my garden lattice gown. I love gardening, and I love a beautiful, prim and proper, just everything is so rainbow and, like I said, candy colored, and that crisscross perfect square garden lattice design is just so appealing and so iconic to me. And I think that the garden lattice also kind of complements the white picket fence that I have in a couple other places. And I thought, wouldn't it just be lush to have someone like in a bodycon form-fitting silhouette with these crisscrossing lattice white strips just like wrapping around them, and then to have the flowery flowers creep up and just intertwine like.
I also just want to mention that my model, Chubby here, is very iconic and also has a fitness blog / like personal vlog, so go stan.
So that is what I'm going for with the lattice gown. There is a long cape that trains as well in the back. I'm hoping to do this like twill strips over a nude illusion slip, but then I realized that I want to make sure that the nude illusion would have to stop and then become mesh at least at like, you know, like a few inches below the crotch line, because otherwise it would be in between the legs, it would still be skin tone, and you'd be like, you shouldn't have flush there, that's between your legs, you know? So we're gonna find out all kinds of fun obstacles and challenges and problem solving solutions as I go into the production of each of these pieces. I started off with a pretty simple one to sew, just to kind of ease into the year, literally remember how to like wind my bobbin on the Juki, because our Christmas break was a month and like a week. it was a very, very long break. So feels good to be back in school. Very blessed to be back in person, even though we're in an orange zone. So those are my 6 looks for my very, very first ever fashion collection. I am Jillian Vesey. My brand is 5 Petal Flower. My first collection is Home Street Home, and you are watching Pixie Locks. I'm just so happy. I really want to cherish these final months of fashion school, design school, art school, whatever you want to call it. I really want to savor and cherish these times because after this, I'm done school and it's time to kick it into business gear, and I'm excited for business gear, but I love being in fashion school. So keep me to that. If you guys want this content, definitely keep me to it. Extra keep me to it if you want it, please. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited to see this come to life. It's funny because now that it's so underway and it's like, it's designed, it's been designed. The design is done. Now, I mean, there's always little design tweaks. Like I said, even like some dresses might be different colors. But you know, I have designed a collection and now it's time to actually produce that collection and show it and promote it and brand it and photograph it, and I'm just so thrilled with it all. I love what I'm doing. But even when I'm done with school, I don't have to stop learning, and that is because of today's awesome sponsor, which is Skillshare. A big thank you to today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands and thousands of classes for you to pick up whenever you want. These classes range from just a few minutes to hours collectively in length, which makes them great for picking up and learning and fitting into your schedule wherever you need to. I love that I can just pick up kind of a portion of a class and come back and replay it later if I need to. This month I have been actually watching this class on how to punch needle. I follow some really cool punch needle artists on Twitter that have been making me so inspired. So Skillshare is such a great resource to have at my fingertips whenever I'm just like, oh, that's a cool thing. I'd like to know how to do that as well. One thing I absolutely love about Skillshare is that there's no ads and it actually comes out to a little bit less than $10 US with an annual subscription. And the first 1,000 people to click the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. Ooh, confetti member time! Okay, I have my glasses on just so I can see what this is. This video's featured Confetti Club member is Rotten Sokushi on Instagram, who did this really amazing illustration of me. In the description it says POV, Pixie sees you talking badly about yourself, so she gets the fabric scissors out. I love the threatening positivity. This is absolutely amazing. I think I saw a little tickle talk of this as well the other day. A little in progress tickle talk. This is so lovely. Thank you so much for creating this and sharing it with us. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video, which is not this one because this one's over. Bye!